A LeaderTreks Mission Trip is a safe place to learn about leadership. You know, we create an environment where it's okay to fail, where students feel both challenged and encouraged. We want them to learn how to lead out of their wiring and their giftedness. On a LeaderTreks Mission Trip, they'll experience leadership, and I think they're going to love it.
There's just no one doing student leadership development at the level that LeaderTreks is doing.
Every single trip that I've taken, I have learned so much from the LeaderTreks staff. I've gone home with so many different ideas of ways to communicate with my students, ways to help them lead, ways to give up my spot as a leader and say, you know, what do you think?
Through LeaderTreks, our students have had opportunities to take responsibility that they would never otherwise get to take.
2 years ago, we took students on our first LeaderTreks trip, and we had one young girl named Sarah. She was a sophomore, and she was one of the kids who knew, I'm not a leader. And we went on our first trip to Dayton, Ohio, and it was amazing because she had opportunities to lead. And once she got past fear and the recognition that it's okay to fail, it's a part of learning, it's a part of how we grow and get better, it's bled over into school and other things. Wherever she is leading, she uses the 5 tasks of a leader, and it's super equipping.
Some of the leadership elements that a student will experience on a LeaderTreks Missions Trip are team building games, where your students are going to solve problems together and build reliance on each other. You're going to do student leadership assessments. You're going to learn leadership principles that you can apply in any situation, and they're going to be given real leadership roles. And on top of all that, we're going to give you a profile tool so that you walk out ready to understand where your students are at in leadership. Here's what your students are going to learn about leadership on a LeaderTreks trip. They're going to learn how they're uniquely wired to be a leader. They're going to learn about their spiritual gifts and how their gifts are designed to be given away to each other. They're going to learn life skills that they can use back home. And they're going to apply a set of leadership principles that are going to lead to real change. This summer, help your students learn how to lead. Call Dan in the LeaderTreks office. He's going to get a trip that's just right for your students. A trip that's really going to help them grow in leadership.